Welcome back to a new episode of the Animal Odyssey. Imagine a world where animals create their own light, not through fire, electricity, or magic tricks, but with biology. Creatures from every corner of Earth have mastered the art of glowing in the dark. From eerie marine predators to mysterious glowing mushrooms in ancient forests, the planet is filled with luminous life forms that few people truly understand. Today, we're unlocking the secrets behind bioluminescence, a marvel of evolution so strange and mesmerizing, it almost seems alien. Stick with us, and by the end of this journey you'll have explored glowing survival strategies, bizarre courtship rituals, and even nature-inspired science that's changing the future of medicine. Let's start with the science. Bioluminescence is the result of a chemical reaction inside living organisms. When molecules called luciferin are oxidized by the enzyme luciferase, the energy released creates light. No heat, no electricity, just cold, efficient glow. What most people don't know is that the color and intensity of the glow can differ wildly. In the ocean, where bioluminescence is most common, creatures typically glow blue or green because these colors travel farthest in salt water. But a few exceptional species, like the deep-sea malacostid dragonfish, produce red light, which is almost invisible underwater. That gives them a massive hunting advantage, as most prey never see it coming. On land, some insects and fungi glow in yellows and whites, even oranges. This diversity of color is based on habitat, function, and evolutionary history, showing just how deeply embedded this ability is in the tree of life. Let's dive into the deep sea. Below 1,000 meters, there's no sunlight, just an endless ink-black void. But it's here that bioluminescence truly dazzles. Over 3/4 of deep-sea animals possess some form of glow. The anglerfish is probably the most iconic, with its glowing lure suspended in front of its head, used to draw in unsuspecting prey. What many people don't know is that this light isn't produced by the anglerfish itself, but by colonies of symbiotic bacteria that live in that fleshy appendage. These bacteria glow as part of a mutual relationship, and the fish can manipulate the intensity of light by adjusting blood flow, like a living dimmer switch. Even more impressive is the black dragonfish. It's one of the very few species that can see red light in the deep sea, and it creates this light biologically to hunt while staying hidden. Some species even produce infrared bioluminescence, which is currently baffling scientists as it doesn't seem useful in the pitch black. Could there be deep-sea creatures with unknown vision capabilities? We might still be in the dark about that. Fireflies seem harmless and nostalgic, but their glowing lives are far more complex than people realize. For instance, some female fireflies from the Futuris genus are known as femme fatales. They mimic the flash patterns of other species to lure in hopeful males and then devour them. It's a brutal mix of deception and appetite. Their glow is one of the most energy-efficient light sources in nature. It converts nearly all of its chemical energy into light, compared to a traditional incandescent bulb that wastes about 95% as heat. That means nature perfected green tech long before humans even discovered electricity. Even more fascinating, fireflies are now being used as bioindicators for environmental health. Their declining numbers in some areas have become early warning signs for habitat loss and pollution, making their glow a kind of natural distress signal. In some places, entire forests pulse with synchronous firefly flashes, a phenomenon still not fully understood. How thousands of insects sync up their glow with mathematical precision. It's one of nature's greatest unsolved mysteries. When people think of glowing life, they rarely think of mushrooms. And yet more than 80 species of fungi across the globe emit light, especially in tropical forests. Some of these fungi glow 24 hours a day, while others light up only at night, depending on humidity, temperature, and even moonlight. Their glow is believed to serve multiple purposes. One theory is that they attract insects that help disperse spores, similar to how flowers use color and scent. Another theory is that the light acts as a defense mechanism, warning off animals that might try to eat them. Some ancient cultures believed glowing mushrooms were magical, attributing them to spirits or forest gods. In Japan, they're called hikaritake, and they grow on decaying wood, turning forest floors into ghostly green landscapes. One particularly striking species, Mycena chlorophyllus, can glow for up to 3 days after being picked. Scientists are studying these fungi to develop sustainable light sources. Imagine a glowing street lamp made of living mushrooms. Bioluminescence isn't just pretty, it's tactical. Some animals use it to distract, others to warn, and some to outright trick their enemies. The Hawaiian bobtail squid is a tiny creature with a big trick. It harbours glowing bacteria in a special organ, and by adjusting the light output, it mimics the brightness of the moonlit ocean surface, making its shadow vanish and rendering it invisible from below. This strategy is called counter-illumination, and it's one of the most advanced camouflage systems in the natural world. Certain jellyfish use bioluminescent burglar alarms. If touched or attacked, they light up suddenly to attract larger predators that might swoop in and scare off the original threat. It's like calling the cops with light. And then there's the cookie cutter shark, which uses bioluminescence in reverse. It glows on its underside but leaves a dark patch near its throat. When larger fish approach, thinking it's a small prey fish, it lunges in to take a cookie-sized bite out of them. Beyond the wild, bioluminescence is entering the lab and changing our world. Scientists have engineered glowing plants, bacteria, and even mice using bioluminescent genes. These modifications allow researchers to study cancer progression, monitor brain activity, and detect pollutants with astonishing accuracy. One of the biggest medical breakthroughs came from the crystal jellyfish, which provided a glowing green protein now used to tag and track cells in real time. It's helping scientists study diseases from Alzheimer's to diabetes. In urban design, architects are exploring how glowing algae and fungi could light up public spaces naturally. A future with living streetlights might not be that far off. Even the search for extraterrestrial life is now informed by bioluminescence, because if it evolved on Earth in complete darkness, it might also exist on distant sunless worlds. Bioluminescence isn't just a fascinating feature, it's nature's own language of light. It's used to hunt, to hide, to find love, and sometimes just to shine. A glowing reminder of how wildly inventive life can be, even in the darkest corners of our planet. In the deep, where sunlight fades, life doesn't just survive, it dazzles. Thanks for joining us on this luminous journey. If this episode sparked your curiosity, there's a universe of astonishing creatures waiting for you, right here on the Animal Odyssey.